Good morning on a random autumn's day in Torino. It's November, by the way. So I started off the day with tea, a cup of tea, my homemade tea, which is rosemary and mint. And of course, avena, because avena is perfect for autumn. Avena in English is oats with sultanas and with cinnamon. It's chef's kiss. On to the hair situation. So, got to get the hair up in a bun. My favorite thing to do, easy, simple, and slick. Now, on to my makeup. Every day I put a bit of makeup on. I just love it. I love makeup. I love the way it enhances beauty. So, here I am doing up my eyebrows and putting that beautiful mascara on. This is my favorite. What do you call it? Blusher. It's got a nice tint to it. I've been using it so much recently, from L'Oreal, by the way. And of course, we've got to mix it in a little bit because that's what you do. And my favorite trusted Dior. Today decided to double up a little bit. Whoa, could you see that? Can you see that? Brown is the color for the day. Let's go, guys. I just met the loveliest older lady, the loveliest, and we spoke through on the bus ride. She got on the same stop as me, and then we spoke for about 10 minutes. Well, she spoke to me, to be fair. She told me about her history. She said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to school to learn Italian, to practice my Italian." And she goes, "Oh, fantastic, piano, take your time. And then she just started telling me about all of her kids, her grandparents, what jobs they did. Well, one was a police officer, one was carabinieri, one was a pharmacist, one was a gardener. She told me everything. She's so nice. I think she was about 90. But it's these moments that I used to dread, because I was always scared that they would talk too fast. My fear of speaking would always get in the way, or my fear of not understanding would always get in the way. But she's just so understanding and so nice. So that's really made my day. And she was like, complimenty. I needed some bread, so I stopped at the local Lidl and I got a few pieces of bread. I was checking out this quinoa and couscous because I like quinoa and couscous. Look at these cups. Don't you think they're cute? Perfect for the season, right? There's a market up here that I've been to a couple of times. I'll just take a look around. I'm not going to buy anything. Of course I'm not going to. I honestly wish people would be more responsible with their dogs. It's like dodging. As I'm walking along the street, I have to dodge and on my tiptoes because the street is so dirty. People just allow their dogs to do their business on the street and they don't clean it. It's terrible. And the sad thing about it, my trousers are dragging a little bit on the floor. They're gonna have to go straight in the wash. I'm cleaning the streets, let's put it that way. Okay, anyway, there's a market. I'm not even going to show you the floor. It's just filthy, absolutely filthy. Anyway, enough moaning. I went around the market. I just got a little bracelet for myself, and that's it. I was good today. I didn't get too much. And now I'm heading back home. I'm going to have lunch, go home, have lunch, and then I'll pop out again after because I have another lesson.
I know what is happening in your heart, girl. I know because I'm feeling the same. But it is not hard to create a new reality.
I'm back home. Today sort of reminds me, it's been a nice morning. It's kind of, what time is it? 1 o'clock. I have to go out. I'm gonna be here for 1 hour and then I'm gonna go back out. I've got another lesson. If I have the energy, I will definitely go. If not, I'm not gonna go. But so I'm going to have lunch. But today was nice. I was walking on the street and somebody beeped me, beep, 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 and it was a mother of one of my students, one of my old students. It just brought back a really nice memory, and it took me a while to realize who she was. And it's so nice. It's so nice when that happens. Um, but yeah, today reminded me of just connections and speaking to people and talking to people and what a difference it can make in somebody's life. Because today I mentioned before that I saw an elderly lady. She was walking for the bus. I was standing at the bus stop and she was walking to go towards the bus. And I thought maybe there was a bus coming. I thought maybe she wants this bus, but she hasn't seen it yet. So I was like to her, "Do you want this bus?" And she was like, "No, no, 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 no. I want this Santa Say." She wanted to get on a different bus. So I was like, "Okay, fantastic." And then when the bus was coming, I said to her, "Oh, the bus is here now." So we got talking. So it just takes me back now to when I first moved to Italy. Let's go back. Let me tell you the story. When I first moved to Italy, the day I moved, I took a flight because if you don't know, okay, let's do backtrack. So my story here in moving to Italy, um, I moved there for work, initially to work at Fiat. I was a business teaching business English, etc., and whatever else. And I came here, and then in the morning I was supposed to meet my manager, my new manager, and I was supposed to start work the next day. Yeah, the next day I was supposed to start work. It was supposed to be my induction. Everything was so fast and furious. Um, on the day I arrived, I took a flight and I took an early flight into Torino. I remember the first time coming to the city, I was looking around because I had never been to the city. I didn't even hear much about Torino before coming to Torino. And I looked around and I was like, oh my gosh, it's nice. I thought the station is nice. Um, and then I had to try to navigate my way around. So I ended up in Lingotto because that's where I was staying, in Lingotto. So I tried to get to Lingotto, okay? So the part of Lingotto that I wanted to get to was a little bit more difficult than the Lingotto station. And I went to the metro station of Lingotto and I needed to be in the rail station of Lingotto, that end. So as I was walking around, I asked somebody, "Oh, can you help me with this? Or can you help me?" And the people were really nice, helping me with directions. But there was a particular elderly lady, and I said to her, "Excuse me, do you know where this is?" Or she might have seen that I was a bit confused and lost, and then she came to help me. She was so nice, this woman. She didn't stop until I knew where I was going and I had help. And I said to her, "I don't have a bus pass. What do we do?" She goes, "No, you come on with me. I will tell the driver that you're with me, and I'll tell them that what's going on here," because she knew where I had to go, but she knew it was going to be a little bit more complicated. So she literally took me under her wing and she was asking everybody around. She was trying to ask everybody. She basically asked everybody of color. This is what I know. It's everybody, Asian, Indian, Chinese, whatever, blacks, because she wanted them to be able to help me with English or to guide me or to take me there. So in the end, she asked many different people. She just literally came out of her way to help me, this woman. And then we got on the bus, and then she stood with me on the bus, and then she was speaking to other people, and a group of black guys, came on the bus, and she said to them, "Oh, she's going to this post and she's going here." So the guys were like, "Okay, no problem. Do you have a pass?" And I said, "No, I don't have a pass." So they gave me one of their pass, and they said, "All right, take this pass. If anybody stops you, you show them this pass." So I was like, you see, everything just worked really, really well for me. I just had, God was on my side, and I was just such nice people working in my favor. And then everybody was making a fuss around to try to get me to the location that I needed to get to. Anyway, so I ended up getting off the bus, and then she said to the guys, "You look after her, make sure she gets to her location," when she went. And I was like, "Oh, grazie mille." She was so nice, and it reminded me of the lady, and my friend's texting me now. It reminded me of the lady that I just met now early this morning. So we were looking for the place. The guys helped me look for this place, and they were so nice. They took me to the door. The guys took me to my front door, and they was like, "You're going to be okay?" I said, "I'm going to be okay. Thank you very much. Thank you so much." And then they left, and that was my first experience in Torino. That was it. Then I remember getting to the hotel and I remember just crashing and falling asleep. I was so tired. But I had to meet my manager at the station. So I was like, ugh. I got up, got the energy after about an hour or so. Hour, I had a rest, hour and a half, hours, whatever. Got up and then I went to meet him and he was there waiting for me at the station and then we had a conversation. He just like prepped me for the next day and said, oh, this is what you're going to need to do. This will be here at this time. And we met at Porta, it must have been Porta Sousa station we met at. And he took me for a drink and we had a chat. He took me into a pub with a chat, had a drink, and then he just told me everything that I needed. And he said, okay, meet tomorrow at 9 o'clock for work. And then that was it. And that was my first experience in Turin. That was my first day. And then I went back to my hotel. I didn't look around. I was just exhausted. And then I went back there, got ready for work the next day. And then I think actually I looked around the area a little bit. No, I did. I looked around the area, Lingotto. I went to the mall, the big mall there, and shopping centre, and I had something like the vegan burger there. And I walked around there and I saw some people dancing, some young people dancing, and I just felt good. I felt like, okay, I can do this city. This city feels okay for me. And then that was it. And then the next day I woke up at the crack of dawn, and I remember it was like April, May time. So, and I remember walking and put with my coat because it was chilly in the morning. And then in the evening, in the afternoon, I was like taking off my coat. And then my first day of work I was just in, boom, boom, threw me in the deep end and I was just teaching. In the beginning, I was a little bit nervous because I was like, God, I don't know what I'm doing here. I was teaching SEO and the CEOs of the companies, people in big positions in the company, but I was fine. I did it. So this is to say for anybody that wants to, move or go to a different country, come on, it's the time. It's what month are we in now? November. If you want to move for the new year or, so at some point in the new year, you can do it. You can do it. I know we're at a time now where a lot of people want to leave the US, they want to leave the UK and they're feeling miserable. I'm not saying that you can come here easily anymore. It's not like before. I came pre-Brexit, so things were a little bit easier. I think, pre-Brexit I came. Yeah, or was it after Brexit? Anyway, I can't remember, but my paperwork is good. I don't have to do all that nonsense coming in and out of Italy for 3 months and out of Italy for 3 months. That is something I'm just so happy about, that I left at the right time. So that's to say it's not impossible for anybody wanting to move to a different country or to a different city. And if you want to, I say do it. I've been watching some videos of girls, people in general in Italy, and I just think to myself, wow, that life looks so good. I want that life. And I think, no, I'm not saying I'm happy with my life, but it's just like, it's very inspirational when I see it, and especially young people in their 20s and, young girls, and they're just out living their best life. I just feel like, well done to you for doing that, making it happen. And, I think there's something special about doing it as well when you are young and you don't have those, you're not scared, you're not overthinking it. Could I do it now? Now my mind will be thinking about, oh, what if this, oh, that, or this, or this. But when I just got up, I packed a bag, I packed one big bag, and that was it, and a backpack, and then I came here. So, I mean, I think sometimes when you're younger, you're not fearful of things. So if you are in that position and you don't have much attachments, do it. You're not going to regret it, because ultimately, I'm sure you can go back to wherever, or you can't really fail. You will learn lessons, that's for sure. You'll learn many lessons, but failing, I don't know if that's the thing really with moving away. It's only going to be an experience. And if you like it, you like it. And if you don't like it, then you go somewhere else. You go to a different country, you go to a different city. Or you go back and you find a job. Jobs are always going to be in your country. Your country's always going to be there. You're always going to be a citizen there. So that's basically it. So that was my experience of moving to Italy. That beautiful woman. I hope she's doing well. Those guys that helped me, God bless them. And yeah, so basically, it's just nice to be nice. If you can talk to people, if you can smile, you just don't know what difference that's going to make in a person's day. You don't know if that's going to uplift somebody or make somebody feel good and be able to tell a story. Yes, later, look at me here telling a story about the kindness of others. So yeah, that's it. I think I'm going to end this video now because I don't think I'm going to go to another lesson after, and I don't think it's going to be too exciting, my journey going there. And I'm going to have some lunch now. So yeah, I think I'll end the vlog now. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Mwah! Ciao!